Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, April 15th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is me being me is the highest level of my responsibility. All right. This is a big astro week ahead. We've had a lot going on. Last week was like rest after the eclipses. I swear, until today, I have been more tired than I had been in a long time. So we've gotten some rest, hopefully. Now we prepare for the big Mama Jamma conjunction. That's its professional name. It's not. But I like Mama Jamma, so maybe it should become it. We have Jupiter and Uranus conjunct on the 20th. So that is Saturday, this week ahead. Saturday in the evening. We're going to have Jupiter, the planet of expansion, good things in expansion, meet Uranus, the planet of evolution, revolution, liberation, and change. So there's big change on the horizon. Now, this is a conjunction that only happens once every 13 to 14 years. So it's a rarer conjunction. And it's powerful no matter what sign it's in. It is in the sign of Taurus. It is meeting at 21 degrees Taurus, just in case you have anything around there. And you've been like, what is up? This is what's up. And we are going to be feeling it all this week. The last time I mentioned it, I think it was like 2 degrees apart. Now we're down to just 1 degree apart. Jupiter's at 20, Uranus is at 21. These planets are ready. So we're going to be feeling it this week. It's a great week to notice if you are moving in alignment with what you value. It's a great week to notice what you value. It's a great week to put your money towards what you truly value, to really say to the universe, like, hey, this is something that's important to me. It's a great week to check your beliefs. You may find your beliefs shifting in this energy. It's a great week to slow down and stay grounded, because this energy can blow out a nervous system, and it can definitely take your feet right out from underneath you. So do stay grounded, breathe, and be prepared for change. Wherever Taurus hits you, look from your sun sign and your ascendant or rising sign, because the way Taurus interacts with both your ascendant and your sun matters. So that being said, we have some other changes this week. We're going to have the sun finishing up in Aries, moving into Taurus as well, which I actually think is kind of a blessing that the sun will be in Taurus when we have this conjunction. That being said, that last day of Aries, which is technically going to be Thursday into Friday, where we have that 29 degree of Aries, but things might get a little spicy with that Uranus Jupiter conjunction. Let's look at today, because today is also a very busy day. Did you get your taxes in? Did you file for an extension if you needed one? Just checking. The moon is making a lot of action today. The moon is finishing up in Cancer today, moving into Leo, not until almost 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. So moon in Cancer day. And we have Mercury and Chiron conjunct today, which takes us back to the eclipse that happened a week ago. Here's Mercury. It's like, what have you learned further about yourself in the time since the eclipse, in the sleepiness where some of these downloads have been downloading, when some of these things that came in have been kind of having their due process. So check in with yourself. What have you learned about yourself since then? What have you learned about yourself that has been for healing in moving forward? We're going to have Mercury this week go on, meet up with the North Node, and pretty soon we'll be finishing up its retrograde. So we have more ahas, more understanding to come. But I love this connection, especially as we're preparing for this other big shifty energy, it's like this was planned. This was planned to all come together, be together all at once. Let's talk about this moon in Cancer. The moon in Cancer is meeting with Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus, the Sun, and Neptune today. So lots of connections throughout the day. Moon in Cancer does take things to a more emotional point, and Aries is actually that reactivity that comes with Aries. That's Aries showing its emotion. That's all the emotion Aries has time for. I'm just kidding, Aries. But it usually can be in a more reactive state because they want to get on to the next. So watch for that today. The moon will be meeting with Jupiter and Uranus. Like I said, building to that conjunction. So the moon's kind of like spurring it on. The moon in Cancer is like, what emotions do you need to process around your belief system, around money, around what is of value to you? So be aware of those energies coming up. Sun square moon, that's right at the peak of the day. Again, things just might get a little emotional. Things might get a little reactive. Check your sensitivity and check your, I'm feeling sensitive, therefore I'm going to run feelings, because that's what I'm seeing a lot of in today's astro. And just with all the pressure building up, it just may feel like a little extra pressure. What I do like is the moon moving into Leo, like I said, at 7:24 p.m. Pacific time. Its first connection will be with Pluto. So that might be more of the big feelings coming up, some inner child stuff, some push and pull, some control issues coming up. That's going to be in that late evening. But that moon in Leo, I still think is going to feel like a little relief after this Cancer moon, a little fiery nature, a little playful nature, to help us over the next few days, to help us get moving again after the eclipse over, because that one lasted. So let's look at these cards. Intensity. Moon in Cancer and Moon in Leo both have this capacity for intensity, especially when meeting up with Aries, which is pure intensity. And this is at the top of the cards today. So just know, like, what I feel is like you're going to have moments of the feeling of intensity, feeling that intense energy. Gotta be gentle and kind. We have the Empress, the creativity card. This could be preparing for that moon in Leo energy, but it's also like, hey, utilize these challenging energies with creativity and sensitivity. Change. It is in reverse, Wheel of Fortune. I'm hearing Sam Cooke. I know a change is going to come. Notice your resistance. We all have some level of resistance to change because we're afraid of the fallout that comes. Watch your fear. This change that's coming in is always working in our favor. And hold that mantra. This is working in my favor. This Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is working in my favor. Keep checking in with that. Two more cards. We have the ripeness card. Exactly. Ripeness right there with change. Like, this change energy is coming. You're ready. It is working in your favor. It is working in our favor. This world has got to change a little. It's time. It's okay. And finally, we have the politics card. Watch this. Watch this especially in regards to your beliefs. Watch this especially in regards to your productivity. If you have beliefs and thoughts about this that don't actually support your best and highest well-being, check your inner politics about that. Because that might be part of what needs to shift, what needs to change in these big energies coming up. So, leaving this here for today. Whew, we got a week ahead. We can do this. Let's just keep dancing. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com for that. And besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.